Warning: this is a comedy satire show. Nothing that we say here should be taken seriously. This show is filmed for entertainment purposes only. By continuing to listen or watch, you consent and understand what's about to happen. Enjoy the show.
What is the best and worst superhero to have as a flatmate? Woo! Welcome back, everybody, to the Yanek show. Pew, pew, pew. Part number 1, debate club. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to be debating and discussing what is the best and worst superhero to have as a flatmate. With this week, no, it's not a guest, ladies and gentlemen. It's an expert on the topic, Liam Tuffy.
Am I an expert on flatmates or superheroes? Which one?
Both, mate, because you look like you love comic books and you live with a bunch of people.
What you
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm the one that looks like they live in an overpopulated house.
Yeah. I just live with a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm broke. Patreon.com/mikeyanek. Make my dreams come true. Let's go.
I've got a sore throat. Don't make me laugh.
It's going to be difficult, bro. I'm very funny. Let's go. Okay, Liam, hold on now, mate. You know, new format, new structure. Tell me, what do you think is the best and the worst superhero? Now, we're going to do villains, superheroes, antagonists, all type of comic book characters. Don't worry about it. Let's have a look. What do you think is going to be? Should we start with the worst or best flatmate? What do you think?
I think it's very easy to go for the worst first.
Yeah.
Because, well, it's easy to be a bad flatmate, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's many qualities that you do not want in a flatmate.
What are some of the qualities you hate the most?
Mess. I'm not particularly like a clean person. I just clean up after myself.
Okay.
What I'm really aware of is like my flatmates right now are my wife and her parents. So
I hope they're watching. I hope they're watching. Subscribe to the channel.
I've already fucked up by not wearing the ring today, so I'm like, I need to watch what I say. But yeah, just tidying up after yourself. Thanks, man. Thank you. It'll be like a big cock ring on my middle finger. Yeah, I think just like. See, I'm a bit of a hypocrite here because I'm not very clean in the fact that I'm not like a hooverer or a polisher or anything like that. But I tidy, like just shit being like, call me crazy, but the edge of the bath is not a coat rack. Do you know what I mean? You don't come in and take your coat off and put it on the edge of the bath. And the only reason I'm laughing
is that?
My missus, and that's why I'm getting nervous because I'm being very specific. And I'm building bridges. I mean, I'm burning bridges here.
Because listen, we're going out on a double date in a few weeks, innit? So be careful, bro.
Giving you ammunition.
Because I'm a part of this as well. I'll get it as well, you know?
Yeah, do you know what? You strike me as very clean, which I'm sure not many people have said to you in the past before.
Yeah.
But you strike me as like a clean.
I am. I try to be. My missus says, "Oh, you're always messy," but she doesn't know anything, you know? Yeah, but who the hell uses the edge of
the bath?
As a,
like just clothes in general.
Everything, like
I think my theory is that she's come in from wherever she is needing a shit or a piss so bad. And then decided, I may as well just get my pajamas on from here.
Pajamas on.
She's just taken everything off and left it on the edge of the bath. You know who you are.
So who do you think, which superhero or villain? No, hold on, let's think about superheroes. Which do you think is a messy? Let's start from there. Because I don't think, villains, they're probably messy, most of them. But like superheroes, they're all quite clean and like...
There's one superhero that comes to mind who I would absolutely despise.
Yeah.
And it's a deep cuts one. Not many people know.
That's
I don't
fine.
know. I mean, you know, fucking 2022, every superhero's had a TV show or a film.
Yeah,
I think this one might have. Swamp Thing.
Ooh, is he a good guy though?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure Swamp Thing is a hero.
Oh, he's probably very messy.
He's a fucking swampy knobhead. Of course he's a mess. Do you know Swamp Thing is? Do you know much about Swamp Thing?
Yeah. I don't know much, but I know.
Some scientist who fell into a swamp with some fucking... I'm showing how much of a nerd I am here.
That's fine.
Here we go. Yeah, that's a Swamp Thing. Yes, he did have an Amazon Prime show. I never watched it. He had a fucking cartoon in the 90s. Try and find that, Jacob, if you can, like a picture of it. Swamp Thing cartoon. In the 90s, mate, do you know what the theme tune for it was? It was Wild Thing, but with Swamp Thing.
Yes.
And it went like, Swamp Thing. Dun, 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 dun. You make my heart sing. Dun, dun, dun,
yes, man.
Dun. You make everything. groovy.
Really?
Yeah, it was so fucking.
Wild Thing is the theme song of John Moxley, but
Oh, is
where I
that
know
a
it from.
wrestler? Is it? Yeah,
for wrestling. Yeah.
But
We're
I
gonna
think
have your brother to talk about wrestling because he's the wrestling
mate,
nerd.
man. Yeah, that's it. Like, to be fair, a lot of people seem to be, and I look like the type. So people talk to me about wrestling, and I don't know.
Man.
I just don't get the references.
Deep cuts from a 1997 WrestleMania or whatever.
Wrestling's kind of like comic books, though, isn't it?
Everything, comedy, stand-up comedy, wrestling, it's all just this massive spectrum of like nerdiness
Autism.
and autism. And I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but we're gonna find out.
You said the word spectrum. It was a word association thing. I regret
See, that's
making
very
the,
autistic of you, by the way.
I regret making the comments, and I retract it. Okay, I'm sorry.
And I don't retract shit. Cancel me. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Cancel me, motherfuckers. I'm on the spectrum. I am the spectrum. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. I have ADHD, and I am the spectrum. Okay, don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Is that your superhero name?
Yeah, man. People who listen to this
That's
podcast,
the spectrum.
you know, bro. And I'm dressed like that, bro. Just black and fucking silver.
Don't, lad. Don't, because I'm going to get myself into trouble if I keep talking.
Here we go. We tied it up with comic books and superheroes. I am the villain, the spectrum.
I said hero.
Yeah.
You said villain.
Swamp Thing. Okay. Who else do you think then from the villains? Who do you think is a Messi?
You're not fucking. Do you understand how bad Swamp Thing's going to smell?
Oh yeah.
Do you
Oh yes.
Have you ever? I've never really had to live with anyone with poor hygiene. In fact, I've probably been the housemate with the poor.
Really?
You've
been swamped.
Not like on purpose. I'm just yeah. If you couldn't
Swamp ass
tell,
man.
I do sweat. Yeah, swamp. That's
Swamp ass
that's
man.
what I think. Swamp Thing. I think swamp ass, mate. I am haunted by when I was in school. I was on the rugby team. I was
Yes, man.
yeah, you know that. You know, I kept that bench warm for the big boys. That's all I fucking did. Was just sat on the bench while the games were on. Yeah, my dad came to every game and watched me sit down for an hour and a half, which I was good at.
He's so good. I'm proud of you, Liam.
And there was this guy in school. I'm sorry, I'm going to name you because I still have nightmares about this moment. There was a guy in school, a big guy. He was a nice lad called Buffy. That was his nickname. Buffy. I mean, it suggests farting. I never quite understood why he was called Buffy. I never asked him. And I tackled Buffy once. And you're taught in like the coaching and stuff to like lift the legs, go low with the legs, no matter the size of them. If you can just kind of get enough purchase to just lift the legs a bit, they'll come.
Yeah,
and you're going forward,
yeah,
they'll tumble like a sack of shit. So I thought I'd employ this on this big guy, Buffy, and I took his legs from under him, but he was going forward because I did it from behind, and the momentum of us both going over, I landed face first in his ass crack, and my face was just buried in Buffy's ass. And the smell haunts me to this day. I can smell it now. I've got a memory. It left an imprint on me. Yeah, so.
Wow, dude.
Fuck Swamp Thing. Fuck swampy ass roommates.
Okay, so how do I continue from this, Jacob? That's it.
Sorry, Buffy lad.
Swamp Thing definitely leaves skids, by the way.
Yeah, he's a walking, talking skid.
Would you, if you have a flatmate like that, would you address it? Would you be like, listen, lad, I mean, like, your hygiene is at a fucked up level, or like, have a mint. You know how you offered me a mint in the car, you know what I'm saying?
I think he's gonna care.
I don't know if he was polite or like he's giving me a signal, you know what I'm saying? So are you gonna be like, listen, this soap, you know, like, be liberal with it, use it as much as you want, you know? Like, would you bring this thing up? What do you think?
I don't know if this is a shock to you or the audience. I don't handle confrontation very well.
Yeah, you're British, of course. Non-British people, maybe Scottish people, they're like the only ones, maybe when they're drunk, they're a bit more feisty. But British people, I've noticed, they are quite, they don't like confrontation.
I can imagine you're blunt as fuck.
Huh?
Are you blunt as fuck?
Yes, dude. And listen...
Unapologetically.
I've been here 11 years and I still, like... It's still in me, bro. It's rooted, you know? See that thing with the autism or whatever, and you were like, well, I retract. I don't retract shit. Come after me. I want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I do not.
See, that's what I mean. That's how you live your life. That's how I live my life, because it's more fun. I get bored. You know, it's raining all the
so
time.
what? You
bro.
pick fights with groups that can't necessarily defend themselves.
Oh no, they can. They're very smart people.
That's true and strong.
Yeah.
should stop.
Oh.
Cut that, please.
Jacob, you know what? Let's change the colors. Change them to purple, by the way, if you can mid-show, so we can restart the show. Because like,
We got 14 minutes in without you noticing.
10 minutes in, Jacob. 10 minutes in, not 14. Habibi, you're trying to sell me all cucumbers. How dare you? I'm having so much fun, bro. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, cut that strength bit
From
out.
the villains. So from the villains, who do you think? Who do you think is gonna be like a horrible flatmate?
Well, I don't think that any murderous psychopath with superpowers is going to make a good flatmate. Call me crazy. You've seen Jeffrey Dahmer, right?
I don't consider him as a comic book hero, but
fucking villains.
Listen. Everybody has their own fucking, Is that why you wear the glasses? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Everybody has.
Do I give off Dahmer vibes? Do I?
Nah. You give out John Wayne Gacy vibes. Google him. No,
I'd like to think that was
him a little bit.
an intelligence assessment of my character, but it's just because I'm fat and he's fat.
The thing is,
Thanks, lad.
you can look like a guy. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with body weight. I told you, I love curviest people. Justina is plus size. I love plus size people. They're very cuddly. They're nice people, friendly. Just like a full face. I like a full face. But you have that vibe. I like a full face, bro.
You saying I'm giving off Gacy vibes? Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Because I guarantee you that he was probably friendly. He was a clown, bro, at kids' parties.
You got to be friendly to law boys back to your house and bum them.
I don't know, mate. You're going to tell me. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't he bum Didn't he like bum people and put them in the walls?
I don't know if he bummed them, but he definitely put them in he bricked them, definitely put
That's
them
probably putting it lightly what he did to them.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to cancel us anyway. We did enough damage in the first 10 minutes. How bad can I get from here? You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, Fuck it. Who cares?
But yeah, all supervillains are murderous maniacs.
Because I think, yeah, you have that vibe. Because you're a friendly, nice guy, and you have the glasses, and you're like very clean cut.
Have I got a dark side? I'm clean cut.
Oh, yeah, you
I
are.
felt like
clean
I'd let
cut.
myself go a bit today for the
Clean
mic, and I haven't shaved my neck.
You're
Yeah, I
clean
have a
cut,
neck
man.
beard. I have to
You're
shave
clean
that.
cut, you're presentable, you're nice, you're always smiling. You're laughing way too much at jokes that are not always funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just haven't. It just hits me. It comes from.
Yeah.
I can't help but laugh.
And that's why I think you'll be a great murderer, If you can choose to be a superhero or a villain, which one would you choose?
Superhero?
That's what I'm talking. I'll choose the villain straight away. I am a half
Oh,
a villain.
no,
I'm a
really?
cartoon villain, of course.
The guy who looks like he runs a fucking front for the mafia is going to choose to be a villain. I've seen the clothes you wear on this podcast. You never have your eyes on show. Of course you're going to be a fucking villain.
Yeah, man, because the eyes are the window to the soul, and I don't want them
And you
to
don't
know.
have one.
I don't want them to know. Keep them guessing. Would you choose a hero? Seriously?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
What type of powers would you have, and what type of a hero would you be? Would you be like Batman, or you just a bit more, mysterious, or like Superman, super clean cut, and always trying to save the day, or like would you kill the bad guys or just put them in prison?
Well, you said Batman. That requires wealth. That requires intelligence and physical prowess that I don't possess.
Okay.
I mean, I'd probably be fucking Bouncing Boy, wouldn't I? You ever see Legion of Superheroes? There's a character.
Boy?
There's literally a character called Bouncing Boy who's just a big fat fuck who bounces off the walls. I don't even know what his power. The Blob. He's a character from the X-Men.
The Blob.
Do you know what his power is? He's immovable.
Nice.
That's not a fucking. It's not as if he can throw his weight around and stuff. He's just immovable. I would end up with a shit superpower. Do you ever have dreams where you can fly? Well, I have dreams where I know I can fly, but I just can't fucking take off. So I'm running and jumping off benches and face planting the floor. Yeah, and I'm just hitting the floor. I'm like, I know I can fucking do this. Why can't I do this? Maybe it's a deeper metaphor for my insecurities. I've not really thought about it until now. I know I can fly, I just can't take off.
R. Kelly in the background singing, I believe you can fly.
I don't want R. Kelly in no background, not anymore.
I believe you can touch the sky.
Touch my thigh.
I think about it every night and day.
Didn't think you could butcher it.
Don't drop the soap, R. Kelly. Because listen, we're headed to your place because we said so much inappropriate shit. We're going to go to jail. This episode's not going to age well, but we're releasing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have enough money to do repeats. You know what I'm saying? So everything just goes. That's why there's no edits, no nothing. Just goes. Listen, we have 5 minutes, and I'm sure the people who tune in genuinely because they love some comic book heroes and they want to hear this topic, they're genuinely disappointed because we barely talked about it. So how about in the next 5 minutes, even though we're crushing it, obviously. Okay. But let's talk about who do you think is going to do a best flatmate? But give me some examples, because I think as a worst flatmate, the Hulk would definitely be a horrible flatmate.
I look at the Hulk and I know that he doesn't clean underneath his foreskin.
Oh, that's your biggest issue with the guy who
he
has...
stinks, doesn't he?
Oh my God, the
Do you
guy
not think
has...
Hulk stinks of shit?
I don't know, but
He's
he
a big
has...
oh, because he's going to fit in the shower.
But he has anger issues. That's my biggest
Oh, yeah, there's
problem.
that as well.
If he goes on a...
No, the dick was the first thing that crossed my mind. His big green dick.
smelly dick. That's why you're thinking about
Yeah,
massive green
yeah.
smelly dicks.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if he goes on a Tinder date and doesn't work out and he comes back home, he will be fucking pissed, mate. Like, honestly, when you ask him how was that date, he'll be like, "Rah!" just breaking the clothes and just fucking, you know. And that bathtub you love so much is going to be fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are people going to put their clothes, you know? Hey, we turn it around. Here we go,
Go
your
back.
missus.
Yeah.
She's a wife now. Here you go. No finger, for, no ring for his finger.
No finger? What's the... Where are you going
No
with
ring
that?
for his finger. Finger for me. My missus with the finger.
Oh, wait, you like a ring by the end of this podcast?
Okay, listen. Yeah, tell me. Okay, so tell me, who do you think will do
Best
a
superhero.
good, good flatmate?
One character and one character only springs to mind to me. And that is Johnny Storm of the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's a deep cut down.
Because I'm talking hot babes
The
around
Torch
him.
guy?
Human Torch.
Gee, crap.
Hot babes around him all day.
You're very short-sighted, I've noticed.
Are you fucking messing?
Because you
Dicks and hot babes. What else does
bro,
everyone
the
else think
guy
about?
is on flames. Like, so...
He's not on fire permanently.
Yeah, but what triggers his flame abilities?
He says flame on. He does. He literally goes
Just
flame on.
flame
And then
on.
look, yeah, Johnny Storm, he's on fire.
Literally, he's
Come on,
fire.
yeah, he's on fire. He can fly and shit. He's got superpowers, but he can walk through a corridor without setting it
Okay.
ablaze. Otherwise, it'd be useless.
Look at this handsome guy. Oh, that's Captain America. What's happening
Yeah, and
here?
he played in the films
Amazing.
previously. Yeah.
That's great. Here you go, handsome fella as well.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah, Human Torch.
But hold on.
He's a playboy.
No, listen to this. Would you want a flatmate? Let's say it's only two people in the house, right? You and another guy. Would you like a guy who brings so much chicks, but he bangs all of them? You don't bang none.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and, bro, that's it. You got married and you're like, fuck it, bro. I don't think. I just say stuff.
I'm happy to just be around.
You cannot live the Mike Yanek lifestyle. Just saying stuff, just happy to be around. You have to think, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's my downfall.
You're very short.
All right, okay, I've thought about it. 4 words for you. Cost of living crisis.
That's 3 words.
No, it's 4. Cost of living crisis. But I did 3 fingers. And
Is
3
it
are off.
off qualified
Cost
as a
of
word?
living crisis, baby. 4 words.
Okay, and who is the hero? Well,
Well, he's the Human Torch. He's on fire. You're not going to need gas.
So he's going to be plugged into
Yeah,
the fucking...
boil your beans on his forehead. Coffee pot in his ass cheeks. Or toast marshmallows on him. Cost of living crisis. Hot babes. And just heat in general. It's the Human Torch.
I would like to live with Batman.
Why? Because he's never around.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I like to be
And he's
myself.
rich as fuck. Yeah, I am short-sighted.
I like to wank, okay? And I don't like... No, I love wanking. I talk about this on this podcast about how much I love... my first love. Justina's my second love. Wanking is my first love. It's been there since I was a kid. I love it, and I don't want people around, you know?
I think that's the most honest thing you've ever said on camera. I think that's the true... That you didn't need your glasses off because we all saw into your soul then with that tone of voice. That is the
Yeah.
most honest thing you've ever said.
I've
You
said-
really love it, don't you?
Oh, dude.
It was as if like you were like a doting father who was ready to pull out pictures of his newborn kid. You were so proud of your porno there. You love it that much, yeah?
No. I don't watch porn. I watch girls on YouTube trying on lingerie. I'm a sophisticated gentleman. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah, that's
weirder to me.
Bro, I've been jerking off for fucking 16 years or whatever now.
Does that
I've
make
seen
you a
everything.
pro? Is
I've seen
it a
I'm veteran.
meritocracy?
Bro, I'm
The
a
more
veteran.
hours you put in, the better you get at it.
I'm a veteran. Listen, I started, when you're a teenager, hardcore stuff, but then I went to the end, so I just watch softcore stuff now, and I'm fucking going crazy.
Really, yeah?
Because I can use my imagination,
Oh, my imagination's dead. Yeah, porn's killed that. My imagination is dead. I was like at the tail end of the generation who'd find porn in the woods. So there was still little glimpses of that, where you just find the magazine and whatnot.
yeah.
But the internet came in pretty early and it has destroyed my imagination. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good thing, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what this has got to do with superheroes.
Yeah,
but
thank you to bringing this sad ending of the first session. Of the first. Okay, so listen, we gotta wrap up. So the first part is finished now. You're gonna choose the segment. It's Patreon. We can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So listen, tell me, best and worst superhero as a flatmate, and then I'll tell you mine, and then we'll go to Jacob.
I stick with Swamp Thing is the worst.
Okay.
And Human Torch is the best.
Okay, I'm saying best for me personally is Batman. He's cool. You have bragging rights, like I live with Batman, but he's never there. So people are gonna question you, and you'll be like, "Come to my house, I'll show you Batman." So you go take a girl or something, to the house. You go in there, no Batman, but there's like his tchotchkes, his underwear, his boots or whatever. Like and then she can come again. No, come again, because he's gonna be not. And you can come bring him.
So you want to choose Batman because you want to bring girls back to sniff his boots.
Not sniff his boot, just be like, listen, I live with Batman. And she was like, oh, there's no Batman. And when she turns around, I'm naked, bro. I'm like that. I'm like,
With the
this is
cowl on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You look a lot taller on TV.
And the worst one has to be the Hulk because of, like anger issues.
And
Okay, Jacob, so, because this is now really a yes or no voting, can you tell us if you would like to share best and worst, and we can move on?
I agree with Liam that is it the Human Torch?
Yes.
Because of the cost of living crisis.
You know
affecting
that.
us all.
There we go.
You and me both.
Deep
Yeah.
political. That's me.
Worst, probably Hulk because of the stomping. I hate the stomping.
That's me down the
Heavy
stairs.
But swamp dick, swamp shit stains. It's a hard one, but I think I'm
Okay.
gonna have to go with the Hulk for the worst.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. We did well. Now, listen, part number two. Part number two is called You Get a Segment. Okay, this is very simple, Liam Tuffy.
Okay.
You have 4 segments to choose from this week. I told you the segments off camera. You make your selection. I explain to the audience and we crack on. Okay, this week you have 4 segments to choose from. Rise to Power, Plan Your Funeral, Fuck, Marry, Kill, or Stupid Beliefs. What do you want to play this week? Liam Tuffy.
Stupid beliefs.
Stupid Beliefs. This is very simple. This is Stupid Beliefs.
Is that the jingle? You write that yourself?
Jingle, yeah, we have a little banner and everything. This is very simple. Was there a belief that you believed sincerely as a kid or a teenager, and eventually you found out it was complete bullshit, it was super stupid, but you believed it no matter what?
So I didn't find out till I was older. But do you know like an aphrodisiac? Something that
I don't need it, but yeah.
Yeah, you are an aphrodisiac.
Bah,
You make
man,
things horny, don't you?
crazy,
That's what
bro.
they like oysters, chocolates, strawberries. These are all like foods that are considered to make you feel
He's
that
on a
they-
daily basis. Yeah. Listen, bro, I'm a very passionate lover, you know
You
what I'm
don't
saying?
strike me as someone who you strike me as someone who sells them off the back of a wagon. You want an erection, my guy? I got oysters.
Habibi, my friend, Habibi, I'll show you, no problem. And I have Justina there on the side. I'll show you how much works. I eat a little bit, here you go, selling, making all the money. Fucking hell. We're both fucked after this episode, by the way. Because if our missus watch this episode, bro, and we see each other a few weeks, we'll be like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I think I always get myself in trouble when I open my mouth on camera. She started watching everything now as well.
So
I feel like when I look at the camera, I'm personally addressing it.
Yeah.
So just fucking clean up after that.
That's why, same with my missus, that's why I say all the crazy shit,
Yeah.
I'm like Donald Trump, when he was running for president, he said so much crazy shit. They kind of like, they just gave up at one point. I do exactly the same. Exactly the same. I talk about Mexicans all the time, I'm just like going crazy. She's like, fuck it. No, she literally is like, whatever, She knows. Okay, go on. Tell me about the beliefs.
I was just going to say on that topic as well. Sorry, just as well, the thing about like bad mouthing them on camera or just saying stuff that annoy you is that they don't have a platform to get their own back, so you feel like safe. But what I'm scared of is that she learns that the comments function is a thing, and I have this true fear that like on all this content I'm putting online is like my missus is just gonna hit like home truths on comments if I cross her. Do you know, like his dick is tiny. Do you know, just like little like
He doesn't wash his penis. Just like the Coke. Anger issues and smelly dick.
So aphrodisiacs, right? I thought up until like early teen, I thought an aphrodisiac was somebody that had an afro.
Oh my God.
I know. And I can't quite remember how the illusion was shattered, but I'm sure I must have said to my dad in public, like, did you see that aphrodisiac then? And he was like, what the fuck are you on about? I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, man, I thought an aphrodisiac was someone with an afro. And the reason for this is that in the 90s, like on like the cartoon channels and whatnot,
Yeah.
there was always those like, what do you call them? Like telemarketing, you know, like
Yes.
if you subscribe, you can get this or pay
QVC or
X
whatever,
amount.
yeah.
Yeah, sort
Oh,
of like
I love
little
it.
mini QVC things within adverts. And one of them was for a set of CDs called the Aphrodisiac Collection, but it was actually it was spelled Afro with an F, and it had a picture of a woman with an afro in front of the
my
CD.
God,
So I just thought an
Jesus
Aphrodisiac was
Christ.
someone with an afro. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, no wonder they make everyone horny, these aphrodisiacs.
Oh my
They're looking
God.
banging. I'm not talking about Kyle Legacy. I don't know why would I say that. He does not give me an erection.
Oh, Jacob's quiet. Fucking hell. This episode, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if we can release this episode.
I think he's just judging me for being so fucking stupid.
Oh my God. Is there any other stupid beliefs you had, or you want to do more segments?
I don't think this is quite a belief, but I once asked my mum what I'd seen an episode of the Spider-Man cartoon, and you know, we talk about superheroes and stuff in the
I
last
love it.
episode. So we got like, you know, Venom and Carnage there of Spider-Man villains, and they're these things called symbiotes, where it's like an alien. They described it in the cartoon as an alien organism that takes over a person. And I was like, organism? What's an organism? And I was in like Primark with my mum, and I was like trying on clothes in the changing rooms, and my fucking brain was just wandering, and I thought about that, and I went, Mum, what's an orgasm? In Primark. And she just said, my mum and dad are always dead open and honest, and she was like, not in here, I'll tell you when you get home. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to find out what this word means when I get home. When we get home, I asked again, so Mum, what is an orgasm? And she told me exactly what an orgasm is.
In full excruciating detail.
Yeah, and as a kid, and I was just horrified. So it's not quite a belief, but it was
Well, she was folding your little Primark t-shirt. Listen, so this is the G-spot, this is the clitoris. Your dad can never find it. You know what I'm saying? Super casual, you know? Just put in your clothes or removing the
I was like
tags.
that. My eyes just so fucking wide.
Do you remember how she explained it to you? Because I don't even know how I would explain that to
I
someone.
just remember it sort of being like, I just remember it being kind of like, you know, like a man and a woman when they love each other, you know, that sort of like the talk. And I just remember glazing over and trying to figure out where Spider-Man comes into this.
Well, there's shooting, you know?
We know he's rocking the webs. Yeah.
Rocking the premature ejaculation. Fucking hell, that's so funny, dude.
I'm a
Mom,
stupid
what's an
fuck.
orgasm? Not in here, lad. So scouse. I know you're not technically from Liverpool, but that is so fucking scouse, dude.
I know. But hey, you should, you know, raise your kids in an open and honest environment.
Of course. Yeah.
No such thing as a stupid question. That was kind of a stupid question.
Yes. I had, so the thing is, I don't know if it's a stupid belief, but like, so my dad, he knows so much stuff. He watches like Discovery Channel all the time, right? He's a very smart guy. And when I was a kid,
The same channel that with such shows as Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy. He has a tinfoil hat on.
Porn stars or whatever, you know, like, look at that fucking old baseball cards from
Pope's
the
a
20s.
lizard. That's, he knows stuff. My
He
dad knows stuff.
He knows stuff. And so the thing is, he's always been telling me these facts since I was a kid, and I never Googled them, so I don't know if they're true. And I'll give you an example, one that comes to mind, right? He always, with such certainty, so he told me that the name kangaroo, for the animal kangaroo, came when the settlers who discovered Australia first, arrived in Australia. And I think they called the Aborigines people, the native people, right? The English people, I think it was English, they asked, because they saw the animal jump in, and they asked, what is the name of this animal to the native people? And the native people said kangaroo. And apparently kangaroo in their language means I don't understand. But I've never checked it. All these years, he told me when I was like 14 probably. And I've never checked it. And I can Google it. But because in my head, that's the correct answer, I don't want that to be like, can you imagine if I Google it and it's completely different? But he told me, and until this day, I know the fact how the kangaroo name came, where it came from. And I don't know if that's true. So I have plenty of facts from my dad that I've never checked.
That's the problem with dads,
Never
isn't
checked.
it? And they just disseminate information like with such arrogant confidence that you just believe them. Like I remember my dad. This is quite dodgy. This actually.
I mean, come on, it fits perfectly for this episode.
I can't quite like deliver the line.
Okay, go on.
So my little brother was on Facebook, and he was seeing loads of so we grew up Evertonians, it was like an Everton household, and it was the first time our Jack had ever seen written down like the Liverpool slogan, "You'll never walk alone." They put YNWA, do you know, like YNWA, and it was all over someone's post. So Jack came through into like the room where my dad was and was like, "Dad, what does YNWA mean?" And my dad went, "I think it means young," and then he, do you know, like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, their group. He said that. Like young, I think it means young N-words with attitude. And it, like as if it was like the S Club Juniors of the NWA. Yeah, I was like, I don't think it means that, Dad.
That'd be a good squad, though. That'd be a very good squad.
I mean, I'd listen to the group.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
He didn't say it with hate. You're looking at him as if he was racially abusing people.
What year was that?
He was old enough to know better. I'm trying to think. Facebook was around
2008, 9 maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Any other slurs you want me to sort of skate around? Well,
no, that's for the Patreon. That's for the Patreon.
It's behind a paywall. Yeah.
That's
I'm not saying anything with hate in my heart.
That's why I love having you here, bro. That's why I love having you here. Get all the craziness, because next week when you're here with Aaron or whatever, you know, we're gonna talk about some other stuff probably. You know, he's gonna make fun of you and all that stuff. But let's get out all the craziness. You want to do one more segment? You want to do one more segment?
Yeah, go on, hit me.
Yep. Or if you have more stupid beliefs, we can keep going.
No, well, I probably do, but the problem with them is you don't know the stupid until someone shatters the illusion, do you?
Rise to power, plan your funeral, fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes, finally, bro. I've been trying to get this fuck, marry, kill fucking 2 months now. Nobody wants to play it. Very simple. As we all know, fuck, marry, kill. You have 3 people and you got to choose fuck, marry, and kill. You have Guy Fieri. You know Guy Fieri?
Is he the guy who does that that food show with the crazy blonde?
Guy Fieri.
Can I see a picture, Jacob? Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
I think I know who it is. Yeah.
Not everybody knows him.
What was the show called?
He's Flavor Town.
No, that's not even the one I'm thinking of.
That's the one. Yeah.
Flavor. Yeah.
There he is. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like he brags about how good he can fuck, doesn't he? You know he's got fire on his top, man. He's the fuck. He thinks he's the Human Torch.
There he
you
is.
ain't no Johnny Storm, motherfucker.
We're back. Trying to get me in hot water over here. How dare you, bro?
Oh yeah, because he's gonna bring the heat with that t-shirt, isn't he?
You have Guy Fieri, Nick Cage, Steven Seagal.
Oh, Psycho Town, innit?
And also, let's obviously we have to explain and all that stuff.
Steven Seagal he's like what I've just described dads as. Steven Seagal comes across as if he knows all these things and he has all this confidence.
Yeah.
But he also strikes me as a guy who doesn't know fucking shit. Just look at him.
Yes.
Just look
He's
at
amazing.
him.
I love Steven Seagal,
You
by
like
the way.
him, yeah.
I love his movies. I collect his movies. I have a few. There is a movie with him, Ja Rule, and I think DMX where he is in prison. So he's always plays the same character. He's like a Navy SEAL / cop, undercover SWAT team, that type of situation, right? And there is a guy that he needs to get information, so he goes to prison undercover and he wears a do-rag for 2 hours.
Are you fucking
messing? The movie is called Half Past Dead.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
And Steven Seagal's just popping about.
Ja Rule and
he's just got that kind of it's like he's going for it.
There he is.
Got the move.
He's amazing, bro. I love Steven Seagal. I genuinely love him.
He's just got it's like he's trying to do De Niro eyes, or like he's constantly on the verge of sneezing.
Yeah, he's such a bad actor. It's hilarious how bad he is.
But it's like martial arts, isn't he? He's in proper
he's
action.
Aikido, yeah, black belt in Aikido.
Oh, but
he has a jazz band.
It sounds made up to me.
Everything.
He's straight. I don't know if he actually has that black belt.
Oh yeah.
I saw a footage of him teaching a class, and everyone's watching him, and he just gets this Joe when they're doing a demonstration. He has this guy up and literally says something in what I think might be another language, or makes a noise and then chops him in the neck, but through, and the guy hits the deck. So everyone's kind of oh wow, look what Sensei did. Look at that amazing move. You just chopped the guy in the fucking neck. Anyone's gonna go down like a sack of shit.
He's
if you
big,
do that
man.
to
He's
them.
6'6" or something.
I'd smash his head in. Get it on camera.
Steven
Seagal. I'm gonna kill him. I'll smash your head.
I've just gone to find Steven Seagal doing Aikido, and I've already seen this video before. I remember. Was it last time you were on? We looked at it.
Yeah.
Me?
We
Was
did.
it?
Was that with
I think so.
I don't know.
So.
I don't know.
Oh, no. It was with...
I've
with
definitely seen this before.
Yeah, does he?
So this is
fucking
him.
know what he's doing?
and the post edit, please don't put the video on because we get
Okay.
copy strikes. Yeah, but we
He's in it for the pants.
explain what you see. So there's some Japanese
I
symbols,
see.
and there is a
It's
much
a guy
smaller-
dancing around him.
Yeah, much smaller guy than him. He just gets
Oh,
tossed
Steve.
around, bro.
No, the guy doesn't get tossed. Look how much energy the guy's putting into. That is fake as fuck.
Yeah, of course
It's
it
just
is.
Hollywood.
Of course it
Steven's acting all calm and smooth. I barely have to move. I float like water, sting like a bee. Fuck off, lad.
There's too much green in this fucking. You see, everything's green. How many different shades of green?
Mate, that is such bullshit.
He-
that guy who's getting beaten up as talent.
Midway, he fixed his hair, by the way. I don't know if you
know.
noticed that.
I goes on to that
That's a
as
very
well.
Mike Yanek energy. That's why I like him, maybe.
Mike
you know?
Yanek
Yeah, because I'll fix my
Oh,
hair
shit.
midway.
That was badass. You see, just clotheslined in there. Look.
Look at that. Boom. Amazing. Okay. So,
Fuck you. I'll kill Steven Seagal.
Watch this one. Boom.
oh, that's close.
But I could do that. Do you know what I
a
mean? That's not a
professional-
martial art move. You clothesline someone.
Okay, so some people
Yeah,
are just
maybe
listening,
I
so
couldn't
they're
do that.
not having too much fun, you know, because
Just put the clip in.
Type into YouTube Steven Seagal Aikido.
yeah, Aikido, and you're gonna see it. Okay, listen, we have 4 minutes. So, tell me, fuck, marry, kill. Guy Fieri, Nick Cage, Steven Seagal. What are you gonna do with what? With whom?
Well, like I said, you know, I'm going to kill Steven Seagal because I think he's a pussy hole.
No. You will try to kill Steven Seagal,
Well, we'll just have to find out when we start.
but that's not gonna happen because that's gonna be a few action movies in
can't-
a row.
I can't fight at all.
Neither than he.
But
He has the mental energy to break you down. Do you understand
Nah,
that?
I will
Oh,
spark
mate,
him out.
with what?
Me fists.
Fists?
These.
He's
These
like
weapons.
he's a levitating god.
He
Do
hasn't
you
paid
understand
me
that?
to dance around him like those other fellas.
No, he's not gonna do Aikido, bro. He's 70. He's gonna use his fucking.
He's exactly. He is 70. I will kick his legs out from under him. I'll tackle him like I
Bro,
did Buffy. I'll sniff his ass. and I'll batter him. But I'll sniff him and tell him I'm enjoying it. Say,
He's gonna freak
I
him
love
out.
the smell of victory, Stephen.
Get
You
fu-
fucking blurt. And then I'll kick him out. He's down. Yeah, that'll belittle him. He'll be like, oh, he's smelling me bum and I don't want him to. I'm gonna fucking do it, Steve.
All right, so you're gonna try to kill Steven Seagal. Who
Yeah.
you gonna marry? Who you gonna fuck?
Well, like I said, Guy Fieri looks like a guy who can fuck, doesn't he? He's got that spiky blonde hair, the fire on his t-shirt. Take me to some nice
Flavor
restaurants.
Town. He has
Take
that-
me to
Flavor
Flavor
Town's
Town,
gonna take you to
Guy
Flavor
baby.
Town. Oh, yeah, baby.
Wine, dine, and vagina me. That's it. It's Guy Fieri's
Do you
getting
think
fucked.
that his dick tastes like fucking barbecue ribs or something like that?
Well, I don't know whether the smells or flavour has stayed, but he's definitely put his dick in some barbecue sauce. He strikes me as that kind of guy.
Flavor Town, let's
But,
go, baby.
Yeah, take me to Flavor Town. I'm going to
And-
fuck Guy.
And you're gonna marry Nick Cage?
Of course I'm going to marry Nick
Yeah.
Cage. He's going to, you know what? He's going to play with my emotions. We're going to have ups, we're going to have downs. It's going to be a roller coaster.
Seems too much work, man.
He's batshit crazy, yeah, but he seems
is
too much
batshit
work.
crazy.
But it's that Batman theory you had on the last episode. Sorry to be fucking cross-connecting other episodes. But he's a working actor. He's not going to be around that much. And he's got the fat stacks to keep you happy at home.
Do you think though? I think he's going kind of broke, isn't he? Like I don't think he's doing that well financially. Because in that last movie, did you see the last movie?
It's
it was amazing. It was
I
amazing.
never saw it when he plays himself.
Yeah, and it's like based on his life, and I think he was doing like, oh, I gotta do these movies, I gotta do these meet and greets because I don't have money. He has to pay child support and he taxes. He's getting sued by a bunch of people. So
Add another divorcee to the list, baby. That's what I'm coming for. I'm coming for your trust fund, Nick. I don't know whether he's got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he comes from like a rich like movie family
yeah,
and
he
stuff,
does. Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah, he'd have loads of interesting stories. But I'm not going to marry Guy Fieri. I'm sure as shit not going to marry Steven Seagal. I'll be honest with you, Nick. You're the best of a bad bunch. But put that ring on my finger.
Okay, so listen, before your plugs, I want to answer myself as well.
No.
For me,
No
it's
time.
my show. What do you mean no?
Time. This
I
is-
do whatever the fuck I want,
I'm
bro.
taking over. It's the Liam Tuffy show. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. I'll stick Stone Cold Steve Austin in my ass. If you sign up to Patreon, the banner's here. I'm a Patreon of this show. That means I get creative control. Woo, what you gonna do? End of show.
A compilation of people moving Mike.
I think you're the third person who done that.
Oh, I thought I was being original.
No, Tom Keegan destroyed it.
Representative of my career in comedy.
Yeah. There's too many like you. Before we go. So for me, I'm gonna marry a Guy Fieri because he looks like he can cook. Guy Fieri.
No, he looks like he can eat. There's
but
a stark difference.
he's a chef. That's his whole. Yeah, he's a chef who.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a stupid belief. I thought he was just a fat cunt who ate.
No, so I'm gonna look at him. So I'm gonna marry him because first of all, he's cuddly, round face, big face. I like cuddly
We know
people.
your type,
Yeah, he's my type, and he can cook, and he's funny. He's actually funny. I've seen the show.
Is he?
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's so stupid. My type of humor.
Yeah.
You know, like these ribs are amazing. Suck a dick. You know, amazing. Got the flavor town. I eat your pussy. You know. Let's try to kill Lil Tuffy on the show. And then I'm going to marry. I'm going to fuck Nick Cage because he seems like a crazy shag. Crazy shag.
He's a goer, yeah.
I don't know who's having a go at who, but it's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be 69. We're gonna be like those yin yang circles. You know what I'm saying? Bro. It's just gonna be a bunch of balls and hands and everything, bro.
The
You know
image I have in my head will never leave. Oh yeah.
and you know what we're gonna do? Because we're both crazy narcissists, we're gonna put two portraits, one of him, one of him, and one of me while we're fucking, and we're both gonna look at each other while we're fucking. Because we're insane, bro. I'm crazy, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll try
That's
to...
like a fucking Angelina Jolie, Billy Bob Thornton relationship.
Yeah.
You're wearing necklaces
Yes.
with each other's
Yes,
blood. You're
exactly,
doing fucking
exactly.
creepy
And,
rituals.
Yeah. And I'll try to kill Steven Seagal because I think that would be great to film it for content, and that's how I'm gonna die. It's like me and him battle to the death, and we're gonna recreate one of his many horrible action movies. I'll wear the do-rag this time. Liam Tuffy. And that camera, plug what you want to plug. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Follow me on socials at Liam Tuffy. My facial expression completely changed then, by the way. So I hate doing this sort of thing, but at Liam Tuffy Comedy, all social media. I've got a podcast, which Mike's been on, called Spread Negativity. It's at Spread Negativity Pod, again, on everything but Twitter. I don't know what the Twitter is. Fucking shoot me. Just search Spread Negativity and it'll pop up there.
Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this mayhem and madness, patreon.com/mikeyanek, weekly bonus episode and an exclusive podcast I do with my missus at mikeyanek on social media, and spread the word. Kiss your grandma and tell her how amazing this podcast is. See you next week. We love you. Bye.
You're mad.